Hey, Yulia and Paul Talbot here.
Hi.
So today we are joined by one of our graduates, Vicky, all the way from Chicago in the US. So Vicky, welcome. Thank you so much for jumping on to share your beautiful story.
Hi, Vicky.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
What were the challenges that you wanted to overcome?
So my main challenge was Candida. So I had been fighting and trying to recover from Candida for now 3 years, and just trying different things with obviously different foods or medicine and ointments. And I had just gotten to the point where I needed to do something different. And that's when I found you guys. So that was the main reason. And then along with that, I was suffering with brain fog and really bad anxiety to the point where I wouldn't even want to leave my house or get into the car, to go to the store. I wasn't sleeping that good. My mood was low. I had inflammation. I had gained some weight. So it was just an accumulation of so much. And then even I had done marathons in the past and worked out quite a bit. And even with not feeling so well, then my workouts were suffering too. So I thought, well, I need to get my life back on track. And this is where I found you guys.
So how long did it last for before you understood that you needed to do something else, that things were not working for you?
When I was finally looking through like my past records or pictures and stuff, I had realized that I was fighting this for 3 years. So then it only took a few weeks with working with Paul for the Candida and the rash that I was suffering, because I was getting it under my arms. So that was the other thing, is that the part of the area that I had this rash was, cosmetically, it didn't look well. And then of course, if I was working out, it would flare up as well. So it only took a few weeks for Paul and I to get it under control with this lifestyle, and it was so worth it.
I think within, you said, the first week, you noticed big improvements, and it just went from there. And especially with the rash under your arm, which I know you had a lot of problems with, which is related to your Candida overgrowth.
Yeah, and I was suffering a lot from constipation as well, and just a lot of gut issues. So, I had learned, through this too, that, the better we take care of our gut health, that it helps with our mind as well. And just it all just comes together.
So 8 weeks on, Vicky, how much weight have you lost? Where are you today?
So I'm about 8 pounds down, but like I was telling Paul too, like the weight wasn't my main concern too. It was getting the Candida that I had been suffering from, for so long under control. So like what I have really liked about this journey is just focusing, on one thing, and then just seeing how everything else is, coming together from that. So like now that I'm back into running and working out again. So the slow process, but that's what it is, right? It's progress, to get to, where we want to be.
You said, Vicky, that you had Candida issues and you tried other things. So I'm sure you were like on an anti-Candida diet. And this lifestyle is about eating more fruits, more sugar, natural sugar. Were you concerned about it?
No, because, with all the research that I had done, I knew that this was my lifestyle. And I had been plant-based vegan for several years, even, before finding you guys. So I knew the benefits of this. And then when I found out that, being on this lifestyle can even help with this condition that I've been fighting, with, I'm like, this is totally what I needed to do. So I never really was, I haven't been eating animal or dairy, for probably 8 to 9 years now. So I had already known the benefits. It was now just getting the Candida under control and adding in even more fruits, seeing that this has helped my gut and the inflammation and the Candida.
That's fantastic. And what would you say is the best thing about your lifestyle now and diet?
Well, it's just, I think people might think that it's difficult, but it's so simple. And I think just, the way that the natural food tastes, and it's, it really is easy. And even with children and having a social life, like it is doable. And just to be a healthy mom or a partner, right? Sister, daughter, friend, like I think just living this healthy lifestyle.
That's amazing. So have you noticed also changes to your skin, and really has it affected all other areas in your life? Would you say
everything? Like, yes. So I get compliments all the time about how smooth my skin is. My nails grow faster. My hair grows faster. Yes.
I'm actually going to join
a lot of benefits.
Compliment you. You're looking glowing, Vicky.
You are. You really are.
Thank you. Thank you.
And not only that, I can also feel that happiness from within. Is this something that you would say?
Well, and this is what was missing too in the last 6 to 9 months was my self-esteem, my confidence, and I had gained all of this back now. And even I've had friends even notice like the glowing and that I'm happier now too, since starting this.
And how has it helped your anxiety? Because you said you had anxiety to a point where you were not wanting to get out of your house.
Yes. And the brain fog, and I've been working from home as well. So I have all the focus, back now too. And obviously I'm like, I can get in the car and go to the store and be, there for my kids and stuff too. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to explain to people what that feeling is of that high anxiety, like your heart is racing or your sweaty palms, or like it was sometimes even where you don't even want to be social or talk to people. And that's all gone away now.
What about people who are doubting things? Maybe they're doubting themselves. Maybe they're doubting their ability to implement this and to maintain this and to make this happen. What would you tell them?
I would tell them to trust eating all of the fruit, that it does work and that it's not a lot of sugar, that it does really work. Obviously. And to trust the process. Yes.
First is just allowing themselves to make that big leap, allowing them to commit to themselves, invest in themselves, and just trust that it's going to work, and it does. And here you are celebrating your health and your vibrancy and the new life that you've created.
Well, and I think it's so important to invest in ourselves, because it is for our health. So investing is, it's worth it.
Vicky, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Vicky. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And working with
Thank you.
Yes. I know you worked
we had a great time together, and Vicky was always very positive and really wanted to do it, and that's what you want, is commitment, and you had all the commitment. So well done to you.
And that's why you got
Thank you. Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So if you want to get similar results, and if you're looking to overcome your Candida, gut health imbalances, fatigue, and other challenges in your life, reach out to us. Do the same thing that Vicky did. Let's jump on a call, and then we'll talk to you and see for how we can help and what's possible for you, what you can do to get moving with your health challenges. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Vicky, so much.
We look forward to catching up and celebrating more of your wins.
Thank you.